Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Kevin Connors, and this is episode 2 of my video blog through my journey of cancer to be an encouragement to all my patients with cancer. Crazy, huh? Well, hopefully not. Very strange. Told you in the first episode that I am a person that doesn't like to share their own issues, but here we go again. I'm going to get good at this at some point in time. All right, so I want to share with you just real brief. These episodes are going to be really short, and they're completely unscripted. Obviously, if you watch the first one, you'll notice that. And I'm going to share you some things that I've found best. I've been walking this walk for quite some time, so I'm going to catch up with a bunch of episodes here in the next week here. And then I'll probably do one every week or so. But there'll be a few that kind of jump together here. Things that I found best that I felt helped me the best. Now, caveat here, red flag, just because it worked for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Just because something didn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. So keep in mind that. I also made a comment that I regret when the first episode I did is I said that the statistics that were so poor in my type of cancer, I said those people had done chemo and I'm not doing it. Was not intending to mean, after I listened to that again, that people that do chemo do poorly. It's just my specific cancer. All the statistics and all the papers that I read about that it does not respond to chemotherapy. So all the statistics that are so poor with my cancer, which are all the statistics out there, are with those people that did chemotherapy. And that's what I meant by I am not going to necessarily be falling into that same statistic because I'm not falling into the same treatment pattern. So it just goes back to, okay, if you want to know the definition of insanity, keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. Well, I'm not doing the same thing as all the people that they did their studies on and what the statistics were based upon. So I have a lot more confidence right from there. But my confidence doesn't lie in all these wonderful things I'm doing, and I'm not doing what those statistics were based on. My confidence lies in Jesus Christ. So I'm asking him for wisdom throughout this whole journey. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've found to be good, and I will continue to share those things with you. So the FMD, the fasting mimicking diet, I felt was one of the best things for me. Now, I'm going to be totally upfront and honest. I hate doing it. I obviously like to eat. I'm sorry. It's just a confession. Okay, you only have to take one glance at me, and there's a reason why I use this picture right here. Because, I'm not the skinniest person in the world, and I could stand to lose another 25 pounds. So I'm going to be doing another FMD very soon, but I need my wife here to help me because I'm too weak-willed. Let's be honest. So I've done several so far, and I need to do another one. But that seemed to help me feel the best is the FMD. There's times in my journey that my pain just starts to ramp up, and then if I just go on a fast, even a one-day fast, it really, really helps me. So that's one of the things, even if I don't do a full 5-day FMD, just doing a one-day fast, a 24-hour fast will help me. Even if usually it's only like 20 hours, but that seems to really help. My diet is such that I tested out as needing to stay away from meat. So I have, for the last year, eaten very, very little meat. I've cheated on occasions where had a little chicken or something like that, or a little bite of something. Nobody else in my family is vegan or vegetarian, so we have all our grandkids over and my family's over. We're still cooking meat for them. It's not really a big temptation for me. That's something really easy for me to stay away from. What's very hard for me to stay away from is sugar, because I'm a sugarholic ever since I can remember, since I was a kid. My dad used to be in a restaurant. My dad would give us packs of sugar. Here, eat this. And open it up and put it on a spoon for us. It was delightful. So that's the hardest thing for me to stay away from is sugar. So that's the struggle with the diet that I've had. Fasting is best for me. I usually need some support, or I usually need to feel really lousy, and then I get excited about doing a fast. But usually, I think I have a fairly high pain tolerance, so then I just can ignore it. And I tend to be a person that ignores my symptoms. And so that's not always that good. So I need to think about them sometimes just to motivate myself to stay on pace. And then the biggest thing that helps me is to be thinking about future plans and think about what God has for me in this. And I hope that these little episodes that I'm going to do, and keeping in mind the purpose in this is bigger than me, that this will continue to motivate me to continue to move forward. I'm not superhuman in my emotions either. When I first discovered this, I went through some valleys. I still go through some valleys. And I think if you don't go through valleys, there's something wrong with you. So valleys are good. Hills are nice. But we're promised that whether we're in a hill or a valley, this too shall pass. And that's part of the road that we walk, whether you have a serious diagnosis or not. I am just so thankful for my diagnosis. It just reminds me that life is not forever here on earth. You can talk about eternity. You can talk about not living in the temporal and to keep your eyes on heaven, and that we're supposed to be living for our Heavenly Father. But many times, if we don't have something serious reminding us of those facts, it's all talk and it's not reality. And it's become more of a reality for me, and I'm thankful for that. And then I'm going to be sharing some of the nutrients that I've been taking. I'm not going to get details on this because I'm trying to keep these short, but I found some that I feel like are working better for me than when I'm still on some of the first things I tested out with. One of the things that I tested out with is the black salve bloodroot. That's a capsule, and I still take that. The modified citrus pectin, I still take that. And I still take mushrooms, but I don't take mushrooms every day. I didn't test out on the mushrooms, but I wanted to take them anyhow because they have polysaccharides that are so good to boost your immune system. So I still take mushrooms. I still take chaga. Probably every day I'm taking chaga. But when I say mushrooms, I'm talking about our powdered mushroom mix. And I do greens almost every day. And I'd use at least three scoops of greens every day. So I'm trying to, I don't juice. I just don't have time to juice. So those are the kind of things I want to tell you. But there's some cool, on the next episode, there's a neat new a supplement that I just started taking a couple weeks ago. It's a brand new supplement that we just got a couple weeks ago. And I spoke to the owner of the company, who the company has a patent on how they deliver it and how they perfected it. And I'm going to share a whole episode on that. So this is episode 2. We're going to walk this walk with me, and I walk this walk with you, and we're going to help each other. All right. Thanks. We will see you very soon again.